going, everyone? Liam Catterson here with episode 11 of Jessica Jones Season 3, and this episode is titled Hellcat, which for a show that involves superheroes, when I read a title like this, normally my mind thinks, oh, we're going to basically, this is going to be a great episode for them. Their heroism is going to be fleshed out a lot, and they will probably, especially in Trish's case, they will probably be recognized and hailed as a hero. However, after what we found out in the conclusion of the last episode, don't like those chances personally. It seemed to imply that she was involved with the death of Nuzbauer, I think that's how you pronounce it, which Jess has now been locked up for. Because the police are like, you know what, screw this, you're donezoed, so yeah. And then we found out, after she had the bruising at the funeral, she confronted another guy and absolutely destroyed him, so, like I said, I don't like, Trish's chances on, being recognized as a hero, being celebrated, because after what she did, but it will be very, very interesting to have another Trish based episode, because we did earlier this season, but now it looks like we're going to have more focus on Trish, which I guess is pretty appropriate given the fact that Jessica is locked up, and I don't expect, like, after how they concluded it, I don't expect her to be released, like, especially since the officers were foaming at the mouth to just have her arrested. They were, though, literally. But, I'm really excited to see what this episode does entail. So after this, 2 more episodes left to go. Just have to throw in the sad reminder. This is Jessica Jones, episode 11 of season 3. Let's go.
How can you be hungry anyway? We just had snacks.
This is the meal between snacks
Have you ever heard about me, Dorothy?
You're so thin. What's your secret?
Crippling anxiety.
You're 10.
Oi.
And I'll never see 9 again.
No.
You'll never be a single-digit kid. Her fingers are on Dorothy's body. She gets arrested. It's not Salinger's fault, it was
Excuse me, ma'am,
Trish. She killed her own mother. Oh! She'll get locked up for that. Of course, we all know his main target would be Jessica, but...
Is that what my mother sounded like? Did you give a shit?
I'm wrong for encouraging this, but I really did wish she did kill him. You're just wanting this to play out. Woo! Damn, those... Catastrophic.
Trish,
for
stop!
Salinger. Oi.
Is that yours?
Sure is.
Yeah.
Paid good money for it.
You want to come on in?
She means that literally, but... You bitch. You are a bitch. Yeah, then again, anything for a daughter, she'll try any trick. She's gonna sort it out, sure. Just crash through the walls like, oh yeah!
What are you doing in here?
Was I bothering you?
Yeah.
Your wife beating was bothering me.
She ain't my wife, and she got what she asked for.
Oh yeah, well you got what you asked for here. Abuse? Yeah.
Left it in the most obvious of places. You'll find it very...
In her bedroom.
honest. I know I did.
You sick. Wait, does that mean there's evidence, basically? If Dorothy's just died, the body's there, the picture's there, Salinger's told her.
I don't want to. Ow!
You take that holier-than-mom look off your face. You know you haven't done everything you can to get that part. Now you star 69 them.
Oh, fuck. Manipulate it's going back to Dorothy's manipulation.
Oh, mother.
That's surely evidence, though. Where did Trish get the picture?
Satan wins when the forces of light stand idly by.
Deep! Oi!
Thank you, Omar.
Deep! Omar, that was deep. Jesus.
I thought you were someone else.
Just me.
What
The first
happened
two,
if he just
I
actually
deserved it.
punched Trish?
Second one?
You know who they are.
Yeah, there's a never-ending supply.
Maybe I can save a life or lives by taking them down.
Sometimes by taking a life,
Someone came to mind, didn't they?
others can be preserved.
When I said you know who they are.
I'm coming with you. He won't talk to you. You come at him with a camera phone.
Did you do it? Did you do it?
Pick an isolated place. Get an bomber to meet you there.
Oh, you mean now?
No, we were expecting like 20 years.
All that stolen drug money you donated to charity, right?
Generally speaking, people who die deserve it.
Oh, come on. But we have a skewed way of thinking who deserves death. You're not judge, jury, and ex... Oh, ah, shit. Oh, no.
Favor.
We got what we need.
But... Oh, ow. It could have worked out for you in the end. Ay, ay, ay.
No. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Is it gone?
Sorry. Inappropriate.
No, I didn't
I mean,
want-
he's
I
dead,
didn't
so it
want
would have
this.
gone.
Well, I guess innocent until proven guilty, what, it only applies to serial killers now?
We're just trying to fill in
Yeah,
the your story.
yeah.
I'm trying to pin it on her.
They won't.
What are you?
The cops think Jessica killed. I'm not gonna kill someone else.
Not kill, just to rough up another bad guy.
What bad guy?
Okay, Eric,
I don't know.
okay.
I
You're
got
an
a box
idiot.
full of them. But we'll time it so Jessica is someplace visible when it happens, and then you tell him that you also did an bomber, and then he tells the cops.
Tries
Jess
to throw
gets an alibi.
the scent.
We take down another asshole.
Of course, when our Mark said,
Don't want her to lose you too.
well, neither do I.
Oh, it's a mess, isn't it? It's a total mess, this whole situation.
You don't know me, baby girl. You owe the world. It gave you a gift. You have to give it back.
The world doesn't care at
Oh,
times.
no, now look surprised.
Patsy,
We can show
I
Kite.
have some big news.
You're fired.
But ABC knows a hit when they see it.
Oh, fantastic. And you're
I mean,
changing
they
the
had
title,
Agents
right?
of S.H.I.E.L.D., didn't
What?
they? So,
Oh, sorry, I heard the network talking. I mean, you changed the character's name to Patsy, which is perfect, of course. I guess that's our
how
girl.
it became
Seems a
It's
little
Patsy.
generic to them.
Arseholes. I told...
I will destroy the footage in exchange for a favor that requires your gifts. I need you to steal something from someone other than me.
Isn't it funny how you were targeting
Manning,
vigilantes,
Dimitri,
but
Petsaris. Petsaris is trying
it's Kif, isn't it?
to hurt someone that I care about.
I do go after bad people.
Her.
Remember that.
I'll let you off for now, but the Reaper is coming. It's a day of death for Trish. I mean, I'm not trying to be insensitive or anything, but say goodbye to your mother and then we're gonna
Where's your sister?
kill a guy. Oh, for God's sake. Just send her a Valentine's card.
So dicked up.
Like I said, this whole situation is just messy. It's a catastrophe. Oh. Oh shit, he's ratting it Jessica out, isn't he? Imagine some guy just walks around and they're like, nothing's going on. Just two people banging.
You set fire, say it! You set fire!
I would just kick him in the balls.
All of it! How many?
You'll pay with your life. You know that.
It was 14. It was accidental.
You're worse than Nuss Bomber.
Oh boy. She's seen Greg's face again. Yes, she is. Like she did with Nussbaumer. This is what's getting her to...
Oh my god.
This is what's driving her into the dark area. Oy, oy, oy.
I'm done.
It's okay.
I don't blame him, to be fair.
I know who's next.
Oh, she's got Dorothy's message warped in her
I've
mind.
got this.
I've got this. And there it starts. The beautiful relationship where Eric has a bad feeling about someone. It's Patsy. I was gonna ask actually, like if Eric knows, sorry, I can't help it. If Eric has done something bad and he knows it himself, does he get a headache from his own being? Like, if you get what I mean. If you know you've done fucked up, do you get a headache, like an everlasting headache, until you've amended your situation? Because it's you, isn't it? So yeah, I don't really think there's much to go into detail regarding this episode for it's interesting to go into this perspective. Although it was interesting to go into why Trish decided to murder Nussbaumer and the other guy. It wasn't down to It was interesting because both occasions they were both wearing the face of Salinger, so that kind of spawned that darkness, and she never intended to kill anyone. That was the plan for the second cop as well. The first one as well, but well, not the second cop, but the second target. But the same applies for Nussbaumer as well. Like, he wasn't supposed to be murdered. They were supposed to get his confession. Trish was supposed to beat him up to the point where he admitted, and we got it on tape. And then Trish just had to go the extra step further and then killed him because of the fact that he was wearing, in her mind, Salinger's face. Same reason to why she killed the other guy, because he was wearing Salinger's face, when all that was needed to do was to keep him alive. So it can give Jess the perfect alibi. Oh, Jess didn't target here, so yeah. But again, it's that one step further. See, this is the thing for Eric. If the first time was absolutely screwed up and it got Jess into a lot of shit, which is what spawned this screwed up scenario in the first place, because everything was a complete mess, then I would not have bothered with, like, Trish, because I would have real concerns about the fact that, okay, well, we could make this even worse. But they tried to amend things for Jess's sake. Like, I can see why they did it, but it was always going to be a bit risky if Trish murdered the first guy accidentally. So a bit of an idiot move for Eric to make, but what can you say? His heart yearns for Jess, and to the point where he had to betray, well, he did have that bit of regret where he betrayed Jess by telling the cops, "Oh, Jess is here." So he did have a bit of regret, but still, it was a bit of a risky situation. But yeah, there wasn't really much to go into this episode. It felt a bit weak, I guess, this episode, because we basically just got extensions to previous episodes, as well as weird flashes to the past, as well as the fact that it got us hating Dorothy a bit more, which I'm assuming that's the last time we're going to see of her ever in the show. They did a good job at making her look apparently younger, but they shouldn't have returned to Dorothy in that manner in this episode, because I felt like this season did a really, really good job at showcasing how great Dorothy can be as a person. There was all of this talk at the funeral about, oh, Dorothy was an inspirational figure. She really, really helped out, and you sympathized so much with Trish and Jess so much. Like, she might not have been the mother of the year, as this episode proven, but she did her best. Like, in this season especially, she was definitely an improvement in terms of behavior. Not perfect by any means, but when it came to her death, it wasn't like we were like, oh, well, witch is gone. We sympathized so much, and I feel like it was a bit of a mistake to go back into this episode to remember, like, yes, we will never, like, I think that's kind of the point, like, to kind of remind the viewers about, as sad as this situation might be, Dorothy was still a bit of a bitch. But I've never forgotten about that. Just, I feel like it was great that we had a good send-off to someone who was, I guess, trying to do good in the end. Yeah. And I think that's why they highlighted that flashback, because it's a perfect reminder, in my opinion, about she was still a manipulative, abusing character, as well as to demonstrate how Dorothy's message has warped into Trish's mind, because we had her echoing what her mother told her at the very end when she said, "Did I still do good?" at the end, because she owes it to the world to give to demonstrate her talents, like in the flashbacks, like right now. But it is so weird, isn't it? I guess there are a few exceptions. I'm just trying to think, because there have been heroes in that have killed before, and some people might think, well, why is Trish an exception if you do support characters who have killed before? Like, I don't know. There was a talk earlier on in the episode between Eric and Trish, where I was thinking, if one life's taken, others can be preserved. It all goes back to Raiden, but I guess he, like from Metal Gear, should I say? But I guess he's got more of an excuse. Like, these guys are terrorists and all of that, whereas people like Nurse Barmer, they're not on that level. So yeah, but it's really, really shitty, and I can see some ramifications happening to Trish because of her actions. If she manages to end the season without her actions being dealt with in a consequential manner, then I'm going to be surprised. But I don't see it happening. We saw all of those we saw everything just spiral from her, with an insight on how she murdered those two people with the attack on the cops. And even then, it's foreshadowed anyways that Trish would be in a bit of bother with her secret identity potentially being compromised. But Jerry has offered a way for her identity to remain secret if she does her a favor. So yeah. But there wasn't really much to go in this episode. Like I said, the flashback utilizations were a bit weird, because they were just random, in my opinion. Like, I felt they were random, and I felt like they should have not reverted, like, because I don't think we needed to be reminded about how much of a bitch that Dorothy was, because it's still there for me. I've not forgotten, but um, she was still trying. She was definitely an improvement this season in terms of reputation. Um, which is why I really thought that we should have just left it at her funeral. Um, so yeah, but I think, like I said, I think it also demonstrates the point about how that message about I can I owe it to the world has warped into Trish's mind. So yeah, but overall, I thought this was I don't know, because I don't want to be so super picky, and I feel like I've been super picky as of late, but I don't know. I feel like this wasn't really a required episode, but it was in a sense to see how Trish did what she did. It wasn't just because she she emerged into the dark realms of being a hero that Dorothy's death was warped her mindset into this, okay, well, I'm going to become a killer instinct. It's because that she saw Salinger's face, and her mind just couldn't differentiate the two people, so she went into kill mode. So yeah, I'm just thinking though, surely that image as well, like, I'm just trying to think about the fact that Salinger offered a parting gift for Trish, which was Dorothy's image before she died. And I'm just thinking, like, with Dorothy's recent death, added with the fact that Salinger said, "Oh, you'll find this picture here," and the picture itself, like, if Trish says, "Well, Salinger told me to find this," so yeah, like, wouldn't that put, I don't know, wouldn't that put Salinger in a bit of a shitter, which is what she wants to do at the end of the day. Um, like, obviously, she wants Salinger to go down, even if it does cost Trish her own freedom. But this would be a good. But then again, logic is not working because, like I said, Eric followed Trish when Trish compromised something the first time, and he had a bit of faith the second time, but because his heart yearns for Jessica. So yeah, and Trish is not in the right state of mind to think logically, I feel. So I don't know. That might need to be clarified with me, but I was just thinking that could be evidence, surely. But then again, no, Trish wouldn't mind. Like, I was gonna say, Salinger would have said, "But Trish did this to me." The vigilante is Trish, but as we've established in the previous episode, if she goes down and Salinger goes with her, then it'll be worth it. So, yeah, but I don't know. Well, that might change now that she feels like she owes it to the world to, and like, to stop criminals out there. And if it means murder, then she's owing it to the world, I'm guessing. So yeah. But yeah, I felt like this episode wasn't really much required, in my opinion, because we've basically got an extension from previous episodes. It's kind of like picking up a book and of a film. Like, for example, Revenge of the Sith. They give deeper perspectives of certain cases. It felt like that, where you didn't really need to get it. But if you're very if you're very super deep about the lore, and want to, I don't know, update the wiki or something, then that would be pretty helpful. But at the same time, like I said, it gives there is some reason to watching this to watch this episode, so it can give a bit of an but that's the thing, it gives a bit of an insight to a perspective of a character, to Trish's perspective. So yeah. But yeah, that was Jessica Jones episode 11. So we got 2 more after this. So, but will Jess be free? Because I gotta say, those cops must have an attraction to her. Like, not that that's a bad thing, but you didn't need to be so hostile, like, if you're so obsessed with Trish, because we got to see a further explanation to I don't know. I do find it so interesting. Like, if you want to send her a Valentine's card, just do it. I mean, Jess might not be for your preference, but it doesn't hurt. She's an angel. She's amazing. So yeah. But I just love it. Person of interest. We're questioning everyone, but Jessica's high priority for us. Like I said though in the last reaction, it all does link up, and it doesn't look good for Jessica. But when you like, I don't know, you just feel the need to say something, don't you? So yeah, but no. And also, honestly, this did give a deeper perspective into not just Trish, why Trish murdered those two people, but Trish taking a more main role approach, I guess. Not in the show, but in her life, because we got to see that flashback where she was forced by Dorothy to step up and to exploit her talents even further. And Trish is taking that approach in the real world. She's trying to step up in terms of the hero world, because she's got it in her mindset, I want to contribute to the world. They've offered me this talent, so I've got to offer back. So yeah, but this was episode 11 of Jessica Jones. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!